And we are back
to Neo-Mu.
Neo-Mu.
I'm still thinking about my tongue.
I saw that.
It's still stretching out, thinking like maybe if I stretch it like a dog, it'll be, you know.
The tongue is the strongest muscle, right?
It kind of.
Or was it your pupil?
It's one of them. It does feel a little bit stretching out.
I remember what it is.
It's almost when you become aware of breathing, one of those weird things.
Yeah.
You're like, there's nothing I can do about it. It's attached to me, and I can't do it. Or your head's always attached. It's like, yeah, I guess I got to deal with that stupid thing.
Oh, we got to give up our shield to defend it.
Yo, Gramps.
Interesting.
What's the deal with that whole 24
No,
hours
he's
thing
totally
you were
got
talking
himbo
about
eyes.
the shuttle?
We'll never say that about that.
Exposition's happening, right?
I'll get back to my topic after
Super
this.
react.
Bleeding edge stuff, you know.
Wait, what are we doing?
Then what are we doing? Just
We are
standing
going for the
around?
next one, defending the
Two
next
more
reactor.
accounts.
Okay, cool.
We knew this day was a coming.
For Margarita.
Something sure to stop them invaders in their tracks. Feast your peace on the Shiro.
He's
Oh my
horny.
God.
The Shirogane Comet.
I know that she's cute, dude, but she's way under, you know. Come on. She's not in your ballpark. Stop, old man. Stop. Stop being Roshi in here.
Oh shit. Time remaining.
An antimatter particle cannon capable of knocking a whole planet off her rocker in an instant.
Damn.
We finished her up after Earth Defense War II, see?
They keep mentioning that,
Her as a comet.
and I still don't know what it was.
Now,
So I wonder if
4 hours for
I remember
them
hearing
troops
this
to come
in,
into firing range, and
about for when they do
victory is
dubs and such of that nature, that
Yeah.
in Japan
Wow,
they
yeah,
have their
cool
own
story,
version of a
bro.
more
Would've asked me to share that sooner.
what is it? So you know how there's different accents based on where you live, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you're right. Yeah. I know what you're
Something
talking about now.
when
Yeah.
they're more in the countryside, they have a certain dialect or form to their language
I
that's
forget.
different.
I've heard that before too. Outside
Yeah,
of video
so
games.
they'll sometimes use southern accents in American dubs because it's the closest they can think of being
to the
related.
Japanese country style.
To the Japanese
Yeah.
country style, which is they're not really phonetically similar at all, but
What? It's
there's
just
something
like
about it.
disparity between like city talking,
Yeah, city
or,
folk.
or the way that city people pronounce it, the way the way they speak words, and then the other way where it's like, well, what we do around here is mostly slang. It's still the same English, but what you need to understand is that it's just the way that we talk. Don't worry about it.
So when I was growing up, I remember my brother saying one of these times that apparently my family has a somewhat, God, was it Midwestern accent to it?
Your family is from the Midwest, right?
My family is from the Midwest.
My family is straight from California, so I have
Yeah.
a lot more of like a surfer dude talk, and that's
Yeah.
there's nothing wrong with that.
I mean, I was born in California, but my grandma was from Tennessee.
You still live with your family who have been.
And my family grew up. My mom and dad grew up in Illinois, and where was my grandpa born?
You hear that? But a child in the cell is not right.
Yeah, it is not right at all. Where did my grandpa Where was my grandpa born? I know my grandma was born in Tennessee.
I mean, I don't remember what state
They
you
moved
told
out
me.
to Cali.
Enemy engineers have reached the lower levels. I remember you telling me that they were
Arkansas?
Midwest.
Let's move.
I know, yeah, they moved out. My parents moved out here in the 80s, along with my grandparents. So most of my family I've actually never even met, like at least on my mom's side of the family. They're all over the country.
My great grandmother came from Mexico, or was born in the U.S., but her family came from Mexico. So that's where my lineage comes from my mother's side.
I know my family.
I don't know as much from my father's side.
Huh.
I just know a little bit more because my mom was really into what is the correct terminology for that? When you trace your family tree, genealogy. Thank you.
Yeah.
She was super into genealogy and tracing back generations and generations. We even did a blood test for her to figure out like her genealogy. Things like that. It was super interesting. I'm pretty sure my dad's side came from like Europe or something like that.
I know that my
but I don't have
family
confirmation.
lineage is from Denmark. And I know that there's like what else?
I think you
is
have
there?
to jump it, man. I don't think it's gonna build a ladder for you. There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, you got a gotcha pond
There we
to
go.
your left. That's the hand one. What the fuck got us on this subject?
I don't remember what got us on this subject. But we were talking about accents.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, we're talking about Japanese accents based off of
The region that they're from.
the region that they're from.
Yeah.
And I can't remember for the life of me what the region was specifically.
And someone did say that
is
the
more
new
like
heroes that you
Japanese
collect,
country.
Yeah, the new heroes you collect, you can pick them and level them up and get them to get new skills.
They
but-
also count towards your max number. So your bottom of the line max number is now going to be based off of those numbers, I think they were saying. So as you collect more, you start with more and you have to collect less. So it makes the game easier by you doing it. That's how I
Gotcha.
understand it. As a not player, I'm not entirely sure.
No, that makes
But
sense.
yeah, it does make sense to me. So that's how I understood it. I have a friend who, I have a couple friends who lived in Japan for multiple years, and they were like, "Oh yeah, no, definitely that dialect is considered like the country bumpkin kind of, dialect or way of speaking in Japan."
Yeah, I
They're
know.
native English speakers, but they learned and taught. They were both teachers in Japan. So
Yeah, I
they were
know
telling me about it, and I
offhand.
was like, wow, that's really interesting. I didn't know that. I mean, obviously they have different dialects, but I didn't know there was like a country version for Japan.
Yeah, I
you know?
have an
And obviously it
artist love.
doesn't come one to one like,
No.
oh yeah, definitely this is the country American for the country Japanese. It doesn't work like that. But
Okay, as soon
it's
as
a
I
lot
press
more
X and the orange circle pops up, that means they're now currently doing it. Okay.
nice. Fucking platinum, man. That's your first platinum from since the first level, I think.
Nice.
Wash closet? Water
Yeah.
closet? Fuck, I can't remember who confirmed it or not.
Yeah,
Damn,
one of the others. But yeah,
it's
I have
a fucking bath.
I have an artist buddy that lives in Japan too and currently works there.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh,
So it's always fun when I get to talk to him.
yeah. Is
I
it
hear-
a Sako? A socket? Oh, fuck. Circle that,
There's
and
a
you'll
lot.
get a bonus. There you
There's
go.
a lot of towns.
There's a lot of, what are they called, provinces out there?
I'm not sure, honestly. I'd be miscorrect. But in terms of family lineage, I know Irish, Danish, and then, what was it? My great grandfather was descended from Native Americans, but that's about it. I don't know a lot about that stuff.
I believe my great-great-grandmother came in as a mail order bride.
Oh man.
That's what
crazy.
my family says.
Do I just
which-
jump in the water?
I don't know.
Yeah, I guess I
I
just
guess so,
swim.
yeah, you start swimming. That's what my family says, and that's what I've come to learn. I haven't double checked it, but it was from Mexico, and it was my great grandmother's mother, and she ended up quickly leaving her husband, or I don't know if they got married or not, or that's just how she came into the country originally. And ended up meeting what would be my great-great-grandfather, and then they got married and ended up starting the family here on my mom's
Interesting.
side.
Yeah, I'd love
That's
to
what I've
learn-
been told. I don't know the validity of it, and I haven't looked into it
Yeah,
myself,
no,
because
I
that's
mean,
a lot of, like,
I know my
research and-
grandfather did a lot of it before he passed away a couple years ago, but I never did get the chance to ask him about it. If I asked my mom, she'd probably be able to help, but part of my mom's lineage is unknown, so I don't know that half of it. I really only know my dad's side.
Okay, yeah.
That's really about it.
I know nothing about my dad's side, other than I'm pretty sure it's European-based.
Yeah. And I only know from like my great grandfather. He was alive when I was around 3. I didn't really get to know him, but
Yeah.
that's about it. But he was my grandmother. He was my grandmother's dad, and yeah,
Grandmother's dad, so great grandfather.
great grandfather. Yeah,
Yeah.
and I was always told he was like half Native American. I think he belonged to the Cherokee, but I'm not entirely sure, so I don't want to.
It's funny how much gets
Yeah.
like missed through the years and ages, right?
Yeah, it's just like I don't know. I just know what they've told me.
Yeah.
Through my
and then
own
you're just
stuff.
hoping that people are right, because you're
Yeah,
like,
it's just
well, I
like-
don't want to like misconstrue, but at the same time, I haven't done the research.
Yeah,
like,
I haven't
This
done
is
the
just what I've been
research.
told, and I
Which-
hope my fucking family's being correct.
And honestly, from the pictures and stuff that I've been shown, and I barely remember. I more remember my aunt more than anything, who was not my grandmother's mom, but basically her mom. It was her stepmom.
Yeah.
Because my grandmother's mom passed away. God, what was it? She was
your
around.
grandmother's mom would be your great grandmother.
My
right?
great grandmother died when I think my grandmother was around 4 or something around
Oh,
that.
shit, that's
And my
super young.
grandfather father died when he was 8, which I didn't know about that until after he passed away. My mom told me about that. I was like, whoa, I didn't know that about Grandpa.
Huh. My great-grandfather was a boxer.
Oh, nice.
And he boxed locally in California. I think he was.
That's crazy.
If I remember correctly, I think he was welterweight and actually received awards for the. I don't know how the boxing stuff works because a lot of the time back then it wasn't. It was a lot less regulated. I have pictures of him accepting boxing awards.
That's crazy.
In his older age, not his like. I think before I was born, so before 1988. If anyone knows much more about boxing, I have pictures of him accepting awards from like the boxing champion something, or the boxing record. I don't know the correct terminology, but I'm pretty sure he was a welterweight boxer. He didn't have a great record. I think it was like fucking 2-4 or something like that. Like. He lost more matches than he won, if I remember right. I did find him at one point, according to the records, which goes to confirm it, along with the pictures where he has a fucking trophy. Mm-hmm. but yeah, it was super cool.
Yeah, I know my grandfather did track when he was younger. He lost a lot of his mobility when he was around, what was it? It was around when I was in 2nd or 3rd grade. He was an iron worker like a lot of my family.
Yeah. Wasn't your dad an iron worker?
My dad was an iron worker.
Yeah.
My uncle's an iron worker. A lot of stuff that's in the Bay Area has been worked on them.
Yeah.
My uncle's currently working on the suicide net in San Francisco.
Off of the Golden Gate?
Off the Golden Gate Bridge.
Yeah. Yeah. Are they refurbishing it or something? Or
they're
what's going on?
basically, I'm not sure.
Widening it maybe? Or?
I think so. I'm not sure. I'd have to ask my uncle.
For those of you who don't know, the Golden Gate has, I believe, the highest suicide rate of any bridge in the United States.
Does it? I thought there was something higher than that.
There might be one thing higher, but it's very fucking high up there.
Yeah.
And it's not uncommon being. I was a mariner in the San Francisco Bay. It's not terribly uncommon to hear the Coast Guard say, "Hey, be on the lookout for a person swimming in the water or a potential body along these parts." Essentially, TLDR.
I like that guy.
Chivalrous hammer. And I think you have to smash that or something.
Yeah, I think so too.
It's not terribly uncommon for that to happen.
Okay, I understand what I'm doing wrong.
So it makes sense that there's a. That's a weird camera. Okay.
I understand. It's showing you that you're underwater.
It's giving you the peek through. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm understanding this game a lot more now.
It makes sense that everyone's like, oh, the Golden Gate. It's it's so beautiful to look at. It's like it also has a dark side.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah, my grandfather, when I was around 2nd grade, 3rd grade, he was an iron worker, and a giant iron beam fell on his leg.
Oof.
And they thought they were gonna have to amputate it. Luckily, he got to keep his leg, but it kind of ruined his exercise.
Yeah.
For most
got
of
to
his
keep
life.
his mobility, or got to fuck up his. It fucked up his mobility.
It fucked up his mobility. His leg healed pretty well, though. My grandfather survived a lot of stuff before he passed away. He got hit by a car. He got thrown around. My grandfather had 9 lives up until the very end.
So what you're saying is you're a cat, even though you're allergic to them.
You know what's funny too? One of my past girlfriends had cats, and I really like them. It's just since I'm allergic, I can only really live with about 1.
Yeah.
And then beyond that, it gets
in a
too
tolerable
much.
amount.
In a tolerable amount. 1 is like, oh, I can live with this. And it's not that bad.
Was it whip that's good against these things?
But when it's,
I can't remember.
I think so. I'll try that. But when it becomes more than 1, it's
Or when the upkeep of like cat dander and hair and stuff.
Yeah, and it becomes too much.
I get you.
But I like cats.
Or maybe
I was
actually
actually surprised how much I like cats because I didn't grow up because my dad's really allergic.
Dude, I grew up with cats. I love cats. Like, I've met some shitty cats. I will say that. Maybe it's not.
My ex's cats were really nice.
Try gun.
I really actually like them. It's just
a shitty cat generally is a shitty owner.
Oh yeah.
So, or much like a shitty dog.
Exactly.
It's like there's no bad dogs, there's bad owners. Well, yeah, there's bad dogs, but they were made bad by their owner. Generally. I mean, we have Foxy, so.
One of my friends just got a cat. He's obsessed with her, though. The crazy cat lady thing is
I've
off
helped
the
raise
charts.
baby cats, man.
Yeah.
I've had multiple cats. I've had multiple dogs throughout my entire life. Generally, I've always had a pet.
I don't think I've ever not
raised,
been without a pet.
I've raised litters of cats. Ooh, excuse me. I have not raised litters of dogs, but I have raised litters of cats. And when I say I raised, I mean I helped and assisted ma petite, which is what her name was. I named her when I was real young. Raised a couple different litters,
Got 'em.
and we always got them good homes, and we figured it out.
Yeah, not bad for
And
friends.
my mom actually became to be a she's a foster. What is the correct title? Like a foster mother, or she helps people in foster homes for cats and dogs and
she
things like that.
temporarily does it while they get adopted.
Well, yeah. She takes in, she finds ferals, lures them, captures them, and starts making them adoptable after being neutered and everything, so that there's less ferals out in the world.
The only thing I don't
Sometimes it
like
doesn't
about
work.
cats is the people that let their cats roam outside. Sorry, I'm never going to be on that train.
I let my cat roam
Yeah.
outside, but in my defense, which is a very weak defense, I was not aware at the time of the damage that it does.
Oh, we
but
got
yeah.
a pirate.
Arr!
It's the same thing with people who don't put dogs on leashes. It's like, come on, guys.
No,
It's
I
not-
get that
yeah.
too.
It's like,
Yeah.
come on.
Well, I don't let my dogs outside roaming around. So many people I see, like especially around here, do, and it's like, come on, man.
I've been
like,
chased multiple times around here by there's two little dogs around our neighborhood.
Yep, and they're
that-
always outside.
They're always outside. I was
Yep.
on a run a couple months ago.
No, I've been chased by one
and
of them.
I didn't hear it, and then all of a sudden it's like, "Burr, burr, burr." I was like, what the?
You hear it over your headphones. You're like,
I
what
did.
the fuck is happening?
And it freaked me the fuck out.
Yeah, because you're like, what in the hell? And you look back and it's a tiny little ankle biter, and you're like, God damn it!
Yeah, and they're nothing to really worry about, but it's like, come on, what the
They
hell?
can draw blood, but like,
Oh,
oh, there it is.
okay.
Whip. But yeah.
And swing.
I grew up with cats. I love cats. If it weren't for, one for Zoe,
Yeah.
And two,
Me being allergic.
consideration for you,
I appreciate that.
I would own a cat.
Yeah.
I would own a cat right now. I think that's the whip in order to get rid of that, right? There you go. Yes, nice. I would own a cat. I love cats. I love dogs. I love both of them. I prefer dogs.
Yeah, I prefer dogs too.
But I lived most of my life like apartment life and stuff where you couldn't
which
have
cats
dogs.
make way more sense.
Which
for
cats make more sense. I think that's fist. I think you have to like open it up or something. It's red, so. Huh, maybe not.
that. Maybe I need the new person.
Maybe
I'm
it's
about
a new
to get
person,
them.
yeah. Or maybe it's a new ability.
Uh,
Because it does look like that wall is also like pried
Yeah.
open, huh? But yeah, I grew up as a kid with dogs. I had a golden retriever and a black lab, I think it was.
yeah, I had a Labrador German Shepherd mix.
Cinder and Shadow.
Nice.
I didn't name them. My parents did. I believe they were my dad's dogs.
Ooh, a
I
wyvern.
don't physically remember them. I think that's a wyvern. Yeah.
Yeah, the only
Yeah.
two that I don't really remember when I was growing up, I had Rocky and Kelsey, which were two Shelties. I
Your
kind
family
of remember
loves
them.
Shelties, man.
My mom has always loved Shelties. She's had them since she was young. So we've only had one other type of dog other than a Sheltie, which was our German Lab mix.
Okay.
We picked up Buster, which yes, he is named after Tiny Toons because I named him. And I do
That's
not.
what I named my wyvern.
Yeah.
Or my wyvern.
Buster. Yeah, I forgot about that.
In Final Fantasy 11.
Yeah.
As my dragoon. Just because he busted shit up.
I think you could only pick a couple of names, right? Or could you name
There was like 30-something names you could
Yeah,
pick.
and Buster
and I
was
chose
one of
Buster
them.
because
I didn't know
was
Buster
like,
was a common name for that. I just named it because I love Buster Bunny from.
Oh, of course, yeah. Ooh, whip time.
Which
Spikes
you know
tell
what?
me whip
As
anyway.
in retrospect, I don't like Tiny Toons as much as Animaniacs anymore. Like it's all right.
Hammer maybe for the shell?
Yeah.
Or maybe just whip for getting the armor off. I don't entirely know. Tiny Toons was okay. It was cool. The game was hard as fuck.
Oh.
Maybe get behind him with those nasty spikums. You're low on battery. It's gonna be hard. It's
Yeah.
probably gonna be a dodge session for the rest of this.
Probably.
Can you throw people on him to get health at all?
I can hit his back, so...
I think that... Generally, there's a trick to these guys. Maybe gun? What else have you tried? Hammer and gun.
Tried.
Although it does seem like he has, like, the pry apart, you know, on his face, and it shows the red. Is there an ability we don't have with, like, the red, or we haven't tried yet with the fist, with the Wonder Red?
Maybe? I did see that.
Because generally they have color coordination with their stuff, which is a very smart design thing. But I feel like we haven't seen whatever this is yet.
Yeah, this is...
He's definitely showing red for some reason. Are you fisting his butthole?
Yes.
Dude, none of this is working.
Okay, cool,
Okay,
good.
cool, yeah.
The spikes.
It's
quite
okay.
dangerous.
It's a learning process. Got it. What?
Yep. This is our samurai
Okay, new
friend.
person.
Each do unto others. Ni. Home is where the
Ichi-ni-san?
heart is.
1, 2.
1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
How do I know that? Because I played Final Fantasy 11,
Final
and
Fantasy
yeah,
11.
Utsusumi Ichi and Utsusumi Ni, which just means first spell and second spell.
shadows do you get?
How many shadows do I have?
Honesty is the best.
Wasn't there an ability that gave you 4 shadows instead of just 3?
You can get Sun now, which will give you 5 shadows. But
God.
Ni gives you 4, Ichi gives you 3, Sun gives you 5.
Look how everybody fell asleep.
Oh, right, we should be paying attention to him.
Shit. Perhaps I have met my match. Match. Yes, I have met my match. Q. Let
Q?
us have
What is it,
a
6?
match.
Combat! Get to the
Ichi, Ni, San, Shi.
The
What's
wrestler
after
will
that?
come later.
Ichi-ni-san is all the only ones I
San,
know.
Shi. I think it was
Jen
like...
knows like up to 10 or 11 or something.
I
like that.
knew it because me and Jen both went to the same elementary school, and one of the things we were supposed to learn through our music class was we learned that. We learned it in Spanish, and we learned it in one other language, and I picked up to about number 4, and that's all I've remembered.
Oh shit! He's
We
the
learned up
dude
to-
from Street Fighter,
Oh, he's Vega.
the pretty
Or-
boy one with the mask, right?
Yeah, or what does he go by in Japan? Because he's Vega in the States, but in Japan I think he's Balrog in Japan and
He's
Vega.
Balrog in Japan.
Yeah, they had to swip swap. They swip swapped the names because they were afraid that.
Wonder-White.
So the person that's Balrog in Street Fighter, the black guy with the boxing mitts.
Yeah.
He's, based off Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
So his name is M. Bison, but they were afraid that copyright strikes back in
It makes sense.
early '90s. They're like, Mike Tyson's gonna just
Pry
sue
him
the,
open, Wonder-White.
He's just gonna sue the hell out of us.
It makes sense. I mean, he already had a video game,
Yeah.
I was called it One
Get him,
Punch.
Wolverine.
What the fuck was it called? What was the Nintendo game where you fight Mike Tyson? God damn it.
Mike Tyson's Punch-Out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it would make sense that he's more aware of his copyright law and video games.
Well, back in the
and
'90s too, he was
using
huge.
his likeness. And
So,
yeah,
there's not a ton of stuff out at that time. So, yeah, it was neat.
It makes more sense, yeah. So can you use a Z to unite Claw?
Yeah, I can.
And then to B to what? Open him up? Is that what's going on?
Is this gonna give me health back? Cool.
Oh, you have like gold health. What is going on with your rainbow health?
I don't know. I picked up one of my items. I just used it.
Is this not like a teaching mode where they're like, oh, hey, we get it.
No,
You're
it
probably
is.
not gonna. You get infinite health here in order to
No,
learn.
I popped an item.
Okay.
Ooh, use those winter slashy claws.
It's working for quite a while. Oh, there it goes. Okay. I love his like chatter clicking noise, like bada 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 bada. Oh, tail
Ow.
down. That noise, whatever the fuck that was, I liked it.
Nope. Yeah, that's you're trying to get back up, I think.
Oh, I thought it was like his teeth chattering. I'm like, I love the Foley work. I still love the Foley work, but I
he's gone.
didn't realize what it was.
Okay, not bad. Gold for time.
Before you move on further, can you go back or no?
I believe so. Let's try.
Okay, cool. So you can get that box. You can get that door. I think you got to unite claw against the left side
Yeah.
to pry open.
Oh,
There you
I
go.
see what you're saying.
And then there's the door there too, right behind you to the right side. We
Open
need a
up.
pro controller or a turbo controller or whatever it is. Oh wow, platinum coin. Nice.
Oh, I made the sword.
You gotta do like the zigzag right
Yeah,
there. You got
do
it.
a little Z in my Wolverine claws.
Yeah.
Wolverine's got to be in every game, don't you know?
Bro's gotta have fucking big old traps. Why didn't I think of Wolverine there and I thought of Vega?
We are playing a video game, but
There was the flowers there too. You can circle the flowers.
I mean, I would have thought of Vega too, because you got the mask and you
Well,
have the gold claw.
Vega has 3, Wolverine has 4, right? The claws?
No, both of them have 3.
Do they both have 3?
Yeah, they both have 3.
I guess so, huh? Because Wolverine's go between his knuckles. That would put 3.
How tall is this wall?
Pretty tall. You got 100 though. That's the max you can have. Oh, climb walls with. You also have the flower down there too that you can circle in. On your way back.
Ding, 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 ding.
Stab him! I'm reminded so much of oh God, God of War. Oh no!
I still don't know how to use that.
I think it procs on its own, partially. Chilled water.
Do, 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 do.
Chilled water is what we need right now. It's been over 100 the last 2 days.
Yeah, it was 105 today, not fun.
Right now it's 10:41, and it is a bearable temperature inside the house with the AC on. It's probably 80. It's probably 80 in the room right now.
It's not bad. The air conditioning's making it tolerable. If we didn't have air conditioning, this would be terrible right now.
We set down the house to 70 during the day, and it rose like 15 degrees to like 85 throughout the day, even with the AC on.
Yeah.
It's like, holy shit, this thing needs to... I found a booster. For the AC. It's like $200, $300. Basically, it cools the air around it, so the condenser fan on the AC unit can actually get... Oh, hi.
Get colder? Cool.
None. Get cooler. Yeah, and I was like, oh shit, I might think about that for the channel. Just to be like, that might help. I need to review it a little bit more and everything. So I was like, for $200, something that might save us $200.
Yeah.
Like, that could increase efficiency. It's a lot cheaper than a new AC unit. It was probably like $3, $4, $5 grand. You know. For those who don't know and haven't been caught up,
Our AC sucks.
We don't run the AC. It's 30 years old. Unless it's triple digits, we run the AC then.
Yeah.
But trying to record in this room with all the electronics, an enclosed room for like 5 hours, in 100-degree weather, we're fucked at that rate.
Yeah.
So like, something that's like $200 that could possibly save us $200 in just, I don't know, 3 or 4 months. It's like, oh yeah, because running the AC is hundreds of dollars. It's like, that's hell of useful. I would like to look into that. Definitely could use it.
Come on, hit it. Come on.
I think you can walk across it and use the, maybe jump and use the gun. There you go.
There we go.
I think you needed to like, I think you were like slightly there. Jump. Whoop. Nice. What the fuck?
Sure, I'll just stand there right
yeah,
now.
sure. I guess I don't need to fall. Just as soon as you hit the water again.
No, my
jump.
people!
Jump! Oh no, everyone's washing away. You still have 100. I think they're gonna come back. I think they're gonna come back. I don't know. You definitely don't have 100 on screen. I'll tell you that. No, don't. That'll be death. That'll be death. I think you just move on. I think you just grab them and go back. Oh no, there's another grapple wall. Oh no, it's just water.
Okay.
What in the fuck is all this extra bonus stuff? How? We're able to fight the massive tides and waves in the wake of all this water, but we can't save ourselves. Also, what are we doing here? I have no idea.
Sink to the bottom and slam
Kapow.
down.
Whoa. Smash!
And where's the rest of this? And slam
Get
that.
some more peeps. I don't know. You wouldn't need them because you're at 100 already, but maybe it improves
bonus
score. If you're already at 100, does it really improve score? Mission 9. Oh, it's a secret mission. Use the whip to get the armor off.
Yeah.
Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Yeah. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Yeah. Get him. Hey-ya! Whip it good.
Come on.
Whoa. Just dodge.
Into the wall,
I think maybe you can use sword there to block him, but I can't I can't remember.
Oh, was too close.
Too close. Oh, here come the big hit.
Gotta gather my peoples.
Remember, the bigger you draw the whip,
Yeah, the more damage
the more damage overall it does.
Which is what I was trying to do.
So if you do it slower and longer, that'll give you the bigger one.
Oh, and grab these.
It also depends on how many people you have,
That's what
because you
she
can. It can max out before you.
Oh, come on! I know
finishing.
I can reach that.
Before you end up finishing it.
Another thing.
One more set. Come on, I can reach that. She's reaching up on the shelf for some candy.
Sorry.
Come on, I can reach that.
You're 5'5". Just let me do it. I'm 6'1". It'll be fine. It's not an insult to you. I can't help I'm a freak.
I also can't help how they design houses for people who are over 6 feet, which oddly enough, very few people were prior to the time this house was built. So what the fuck?
There's disadvantages too to being tall, like shower heads. They're always taller. They're always shorter.
Dude, I'm not even tall, and I can't even barely fit under them, and I'm like 5'10".
I know. It's just.
Whoever put my shower head as low as it was when they built the house in '87 or whatever it was an asshole. I'm 5'10", and I still have to like kind of duck my head slightly to get the top of my head.
I have to do the
I'm
same.
like, who put it this low?
I've just gotten used to it at this point, but yeah, fist definitely does more damage. I'm gonna have to make sure I do that. Ooh, if I didn't take that damage, I would have gotten more platinum. But
Gold though, that was pretty good. That was a secret mission as well.
I don't think it.
I don't think you have to go back.
No, I think
that's
just part of the mission. I think we're still doing that.
That was it. Yeah.
All right,
they
cool.
were the secret hidden missions, guys. We will see you and gals next time. Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Beep, bop, boo. No, I have to do the same thing too. I have to like tilt it up to the maximum so it can just like hit me, and then I kind of duck slightly underneath it. And I was like, I don't know what kind of 5'6" motherfucker installed this thing. And it was like, definitely nobody would be this tall to have it. I had to install a different shower head just to get it to work.
I don't have any lemons though, so